If you want to change your sleep routine so you get to sleep early and rise early, then this is for you. Now, this is more than just a night routine. If you want to get to sleep by, say, 9 p.m., then it really starts from the moment you wake up in the morning. See, I used to be a night owl, going to bed at 2 a.m. every day. But now I go to bed at 9 p.m. and wake up before 5 a.m. without an alarm every single day. I'm going to share my night routine, my meal timings, how I use caffeine strategically, and a lot more. Okay, so despite your best efforts, it's midnight and you're wide awake and you just cannot get to sleep. Sound familiar? Now, all the night routines that I learned did really nothing until I started to look at my entire day. And I had to change a lot about myself to start getting to sleep by 9 so I could be up at 5. But getting to bed early, getting a good 8 hours sleep, and getting up early in the morning so I can get everything I want done in a day was totally worth it. Step 1, decide what time you want to get up and why. Without a really clear reason why you want to get up at this time, then everything that I'm about to say is going to be really hard. Next, you're going to get out of bed at the new time that you intended, regardless of how tired you feel. So that means even if you get to bed at 2 a.m., if you intend to get up at 7 a.m., you're going to do it. You'll feel very tired the first day, but that's going to help you to get to sleep. And I struggled trying to do it the other way, which was to try to get to bed early so that I could wake up early. It just never happened. But when you get up at the new time that you intend to get up and you go through that day being really tired, you will eventually, after a couple of days, be able to fall asleep earlier, much earlier. Next, don't have a coffee as soon as you wake up. Wait for at least an hour, and this prevents the coffee crash that happens around lunchtime. You know, when you have your coffee in the morning, by the time you get to lunch, you're going like this. This prevents that. I actually learned it from an Andrew Huberman episode, and as soon as I implemented it, I couldn't believe it. I normally have a really bad crash at around lunchtime. I did this day one, just waited an hour, about an hour and 15 minutes after I got up until I had my first coffee, and I couldn't believe it. I got right through until it was time to bed without that energy crash. So wait at least an hour after you wake up before you have that first coffee, and don't have any coffee after 9 a.m. See, coffee has a half-life of about 5 hours. So if you're having coffee at 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. to get through the afternoon, then half of the caffeine from that coffee is still in your system at 7 or 8 p.m. when you want to be winding down for bed. And this is disastrous for getting to bed early. So I know this is a radical change for a lot of people to have no coffee after 9 a.m., but it really works. And it's something that for me was pivotal to being able to get to bed earlier. Next is to exercise daily for at least 20 minutes. Honestly, even just a 20-minute stretching session is enough to fatigue you and assist with getting to sleep early. If you want to know some cool stretching routines, go to unitygym.com. But the more strenuous the exercise, the more it's going to benefit your sleep. So if you can go to the gym, 5 days a week and do a 60-minute workout or do a home workout for 60 minutes, that's going to really help you to get to sleep and have a good quality sleep. Next is meals, and we really want to have our biggest meal for breakfast and our smallest meal for dinner, which is quite the opposite of what a lot of people are doing. But breakfast and during the day is when we need the calories. So big meal for breakfast, moderate meal for lunch, smaller meal for dinner, because we just don't need those calories at dinner time. And I strongly recommend trying to eat your dinner before 6 p.m. Now, this might be impossible for some people, and I get that. So just think if you want to have probably half the size dinner that you normally have and have it as early as possible, and just add those calories into the morning, so increase the size of your breakfast unless you want to lose weight. Maybe you want to reduce the calories overall in a 24-hour period, and don't eat anything after dinner. Eating anything before bed is just going to cause your body to be digesting food when you're trying to get to sleep, and that's going to severely hinder your ability to get to sleep. And it's also, a lot of people want to lose fat in today's day and age, want to lose weight. Snacking after dinner is a no-no. You just don't need food at that time. Okay, now for the nighttime routine. I recommend turning off your devices at least 1 hour before bed. So that means phones, tablets, TVs, the whole lot. And dim your lights. So turn off the bright overhead lights and try to go to a dim lamp or even candles, because blue light actually inhibits the body's release of melatonin, which is the hormone that helps you to, well, it is the hormone that winds you down for sleep. So blue light blocker glasses are good. You can wear those. But in all honesty, I just think it's a really good opportunity to just not have any kind of blue light, any kind of devices. Use the time to read a book. Use the time to just sit there, contemplate, talk to your spouse, talk to your children, play with your kids. You know, we're on devices all day long. We're doing all this stuff with so much stimulation. Just give yourself that 1 hour before bed, no stimulation, no blue light, and just that will allow your brain and your body to wind down and naturally get ready for bed. And for supplements, you can have magnesium. Magnesium helps to assist sleep quality when it's taken in the evening. Chamomile tea as well. But personally, I think they're like the icing on the cake, and they're really not going to have even close to the impact that all these other things that I'm talking about. So if you're getting all this stuff right, you could add that stuff in if you want. But if you're not doing the other things that I've already talked about, I wouldn't really bother with that stuff. I don't expect that this is going to completely revolutionize your sleep routine in one day. But trust me, if you do everything that I've just said for a few days, you're going to be so tired from getting up at this new time and still going to sleep late that you will get to a point where you won't even be able to stay awake past 9 p.m. or whatever 8 hours is before the time that you're waking up. You'll just be so exhausted, and you will create this new routine. Oh, and don't use your snooze button. Hitting the snooze button is basically like saying no to your intentions and your goals. And it's just a really bad way to start your day when you have this intention to get up at this time. So develop some discipline. When the alarm goes off, bang, hit it, bounce out of bed, do whatever you got to do to get going, because creating habits is about pushing through this discomfort. And of course, it's going to be uncomfortable for a few days, maybe even a couple of weeks. But if you stick to it and you're really disciplined and you do it no matter how you feel, you will create a new sleep routine before you know it. So suck it up, embrace the discomfort, and create the new habit, because you can watch all the videos you want on productivity and on motivation and how to get more done in a day. And none of it compares next to getting a good 8 hours sleep every night and getting up before everyone else does. If you want to see a day in my life, how I get up at 5 a.m. and what I do through the day, you can click or tap the screen there. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe, share it with your friends. If you wanted me to make any other videos, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in that next video.